How do you see Soli's performance so far? I mean, do you think the public, I mean, you said that there are concerns that are being raised by the Maldivians, not just in Malé, but around the world. What are these concerns that they are raising, and how is the overall performance seen of Soli's administration?
Of course, there was a lot of expectation of President Ibrahim Solih, and there was a big coalition that he led at the time of the change in 2018. You would have seen the many developments under President Yamin while he was a strong leader and an administrator in many ways, and he had successfully completed many projects, such as big infrastructure projects, the Hulu Male Bridge. Also, we have a new hospital, but obviously issues of human rights and also political freedoms, freedoms for journalists, were huge issues apart from corruption. So President Yamin unfortunately failed to keep the trust of the people in how he governed the country. And the fact that he locked up or imprisoned so many of his opponents, a large number, including many of my own family members, were actually in prison. And our party leader, Mr. Nazim himself, the former defense minister, served a long term, over 3 years in prison. So these things brought a lot of criticism and a lot of unhappiness, obviously, within the public, and many families were affected, and hence the change. So Ibrahim Soleh came from Maldives Democratic Party, as you would know, which had joined with many other parties, including my father's party, MRM, also JP, which is a significant player in the Maldives. So the coalition was able to bring a change. Ibrahim Soleh himself, I feel, has managed to keep the coalition, has been a steady leader in many ways. But at the same time, I feel that he does not have the caliber of leadership that we need, and he has not delivered in terms of the promises made to the people. We've had two MDP governments, and both the governments have not been very good at dealing with the economy. If you ask people today, they would still obviously come up with the issues of, the lack of income. We've recently had a GST or tax imposed earlier this year. So people's lives have been affected badly. Rental in places like Male, even Hulu Male, is very high. And making ends meet is a difficulty. The cost of living is rising all the time. And we have many other issues, obviously, for our youth, our women, many, many challenges. And the justice system is still seen to be not really up to scratch. People do not feel that they get justice, and crime is increasing, and corruption as well. So the things that the government promised to eradicate or to deal with actually we have not seen things improving. In fact, we see corruption still, and even at higher levels. So these are issues of concern to the Maldivian people. And what they have consistently shown is when they're not happy with the leadership or a leader, they're very ready to change it. The last 15 years, ever since the modern democracy in the Maldives, and after President Maumoon stepped aside and President Nasheed came in, every single government has more or less been voted out. So I am expecting a change. It will be interesting to see how things develop and how which parties align with each other. Our own party obviously has a strong role here. We have over 10,000 membership now.